Hi everyone, welcome to this video on how to get started with the Angular spreadsheet of Syncfusion. Using the spreadsheet component, you can organize and analyze the data in tabular format. The Syncfusion Angular spreadsheet component comes with some cool features similar to Microsoft Excel such as editing, formatting, selection, resizing, sorting, importing and exporting the Excel documents. Now, in this video, I'm going to show you how to configure spreadsheet component in an Angular project and explain you how to bind data to it. Also, I will show you how to apply different style to a range of cells using formatting. Now, let me proceed to show you how to create an Angular CLI project. For that, first I need to install the Angular CLI in my machine using this command npm install -g at angular/cli. As I have already installed Angular CLI in my machine, so I am skipping this step here. Next, I am going to create a new Angular project, so let me use this command ng-new project name. Here, I have named my project as Angular Spreadsheet. This will create an Angular project along with its dependencies. Now, let me navigate to project folder. Here, to use Syncfusion Angular Spreadsheet, I need to install the Syncfusion Angular Spreadsheet package using this command npm install at syncfusion/ej2 Angular Spreadsheet -save. This will install the Angular Spreadsheet package along with its dependencies. Now, I will open this application in Visual Studio Code. The first thing I need to do here is to import the spreadsheet module from Syncfusion Angular Spreadsheet package. For that, let me navigate to the app module file and import the spreadsheet all module from Syncfusion ej2 Angular Spreadsheet package and register the same within the imports array of ng module section. Next, let me make changes in app-component.html file by replacing its default content with the Angular spreadsheet code. Also, I need to define CSS for spreadsheet. So, within the style.css file, I will import the material theme. Now, I will run this application using this command ngserve. So here, you can see an empty spreadsheet component which shows menu bar, toolbar and worksheet. Now, let me proceed to show you how to add data to the Angular spreadsheet. Here, I have planned to display car sales details in the spreadsheet. So, within this app-component.ts file, let me define a variable of type object array and assign an array of objects with the fields. Next, I need to bind this data to the spreadsheet. Therefore, let me open the app-component.html file and define the sheet and range directive inside the Angular spreadsheet code. Here, I have defined a single eSheet and eRange tag as I am going to add single worksheet. Now, I will bind data source to the spreadsheet by assigning this variable to the data source property. Notice here, the data source contains 6 different fields such as customer name, model, color, payment, date and sales value. Here, I am going to display each field in separate column of the spreadsheet. So, let me define column directive within this Angular spreadsheet code. As data source contains 6 different fields, so I have defined 6 eColumn tags. Along with this, I also need to set width for each column. Therefore, I will define width property with appropriate values. And now, you can see the spreadsheet component displayed with car sales details. Here, the default worksheet name is sheet 1. Suppose if I want to rename the sheet, then within this Angular spreadsheet code, let me define the property name with appropriate value. See the output page now. The spreadsheet component displays worksheet name as car sales report. Next, I am planning to show total sales value of the car. So, I need to add a series of cells in the sheet. To add series of cells, first I need to define the cell directive. So, within this row directive, let me define eCells tag which contains one or more eCell tags. Here, I have added two eCell tags to set text value and formula to the cells. As I am going to display these two values at 30th row of the spreadsheet, so let me define index property and set its value as 30 within this row directive. Along with this, I also need to specify target cells. So, inside the cell directive, I will define index property and set appropriate values to it. Look at the output page now. The spreadsheet displayed with total sales value of the car. Here, you can notice that the sales value displayed as number. In case if I want to apply currency format for the sales value, then within this cell directive, I will define format property and set appropriate value to it. So here you can see the output page. The currency format is applied to total sales value in the spreadsheet. Next, I will proceed to show you how to apply styles to the spreadsheet cells. Here, I am going to highlight the total sales value. So, let me open the app component.ts file and define a variable cell style of type cell style model and assign its font weight as bold. Now, to use this cell style model interface, first I need to import it from Syncfusion EJ2 Angular spreadsheet package. Then, I will assign this variable cell style to the style property of the spreadsheet. Look at the output page now. The font weight is applied to total sales value. Finally, I will proceed to show you how to protect the worksheet. To protect the worksheet, I need to define the property is protected as true within this Angular spreadsheet code. See the output page now. When I try to edit the sheet, it shows an alert saying this sheet is protected. Now, let me make a quick recap of what we have seen so far. We have seen how to create an Angular CLI project using Visual Studio Code and added a Syncfusion Angular spreadsheet component to it. Also, we have seen how to format the cells and apply formula to it. Finally, we have also seen how to protect the worksheet. If you would like to see the working of this example, you can download it from the GitHub link which is shared in the description part below. You can also grab your chance of getting a free license key to use our complete Angular products if you fit into our community license guidelines. If you find this video as useful, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to our channel to watch more videos like this. Thanks for watching this video.